Hello everybody, welcome to Mark's Remarks. Today I'm going to attempt to make a sandwich involving a chicken and garlic and herb chicken Kiev, right? It's the last one in the packet. I'm going to make a sandwich out of this, and I'm going to be putting a few slices of bacon in there and possibly a slice of cheese or two. And I'm going to be using this bread, just some bread, white baps they're called. There we go. Use those. So I'm going to cook the Kiev in the air fryer for about 30 minutes on 200. There you go. It may need a minute or two more than that, but at least if I put it on for, it says 30 to 35 minutes. So I'm going to cook that. Oh, actually, no, I'm not. I changed my mind, right? It's going to take about 30 minutes. So if I put it in for 20 minutes, I've just changed that to 20 minutes. After that's hit 20, I'll put the bacon in and cook them both for a further 10 minutes. Because the bacon will take 10, this will take 30, so put the bacon in after 20 minutes. That's how that'll work. Yeah, it's all about juggling different times when it comes to cooking. It's all practice. Now, what I'll do, I've got a few shout-outs. 1, 2, 3. I've got 4 of them. The other day, I did a casserole. It was called 4 types of meat in a casserole and veg. What I'll do at the end of the video, I'll put it up in the corner of the screen there. A little link. You can click on that. 4 types of meat in a casserole. Now, Pete Thomas calls it. He gave it a name. Pete Thomas calls it the carnivore casserole, which I thought was quite clever. Carnivore casserole. El Rye pick and mix meaty casserole. There we are. Pick and mix meaty casserole. I've got 2 more to go, so I'll do those in a moment. Okay, while the Kiev is cooking in the air dryer, I'm going to put some margarine on a couple of these rolls, get them ready. And I've taken the cheese. This is just the regular co-op cheese that you've seen before. I've taken this out so it's got time to warm up to room temperature. Okay. Oh, and also, right, a couple of those other people on the 4 types of meat in a casserole and veg video. Testicle calls it casserole. Oh, that's it. This is more like a rhyme. This. Let's go. Right. This is more of a rhyme. So, casserole of bangers, taters, gammon, and pork chop, cooked in a £5 dish bought from a charity shop. There we are. So that's bit of a rhyme. Good effort there. Thank you very much. And Zulu Vision 22. No, Zulu Vision ZZ. Zulu Visions, I guess. Meteor casserole. There you go. So some good names there and a good rhyme. So yeah, that's actually what I'll do. I'll just remind people while I'm buttering this bread. But people do write to me and say, "Can you do a shout out on your next video to me and whoever the hell else?" That's fine. I used to do that to basically anybody who wanted a shout out, But now, for various reasons, one of these that people used to get quite abusive in the past. But what I do now is, if you send a comment, like similar to what people have done here. That was Pete Thomas, or E.L. Ray. If you send a comment or a name of a dish or name of a sandwich, whatever, then if it's worth passing on, especially comments or hints, you get a shout out. Anyway. So, but that's how that shout outs work. Right then, the Kiev has been cooking for 20 minutes. I'm gonna. What I've done is I've cut this in half, down the centre, there you go. So now, because what I want it to be sort of cooked on the inside. The garlic has come out, but it'll still be garlic flavoured. Anyway, so I've opened it up. It's going to cook a little bit more on the inside, and I'm going to put, so each of these slices is going to go into, one roll, and I'm going to put some bacon in the air fryer, right? So that's going to have another, so that's been in for 20, that's going to have another 10, and at the same time the bacon goes in for about 10, so it's going to cook it exactly at the same time. There we are. I've put 4 slices of bacon in there, 2 slices of bacon for each roll, 2 halves of chicken, 1 for each roll. Now the space is a bit tight in there, so I've had to bunch up the bacon. I'm not able to lay it out straight like I'd like to. So every 5 minutes or so I'm going to have to go in there, try and unravel it and turn it around, and so it gets evenly cooked. Now it's back in the air fryer. I'll put it in, right, for another 10 minutes, right, because the Kiev's only going to want 10, the bacon's approximately, but it's all about going in after, after the 10 minutes is up, see how well it's cooked, see if it needs any more browning, and so come back 10. Here we are, 10 minutes or so later. The chicken is nice and crispy and brown. There we are on the inside as well. The bacon is cooked. It's not exactly dark brown or anything, but it's very nice. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to put the chicken, 1 bit of chicken, you can see that there, on each of the buns. Now each one has 2 bacon for it. Okay, 1, 2. And also what I did before, while I was waiting on it cooking, I put the cheese on each slice. That way you get a bit of extra flavour in there. I also put some ketchup on one side. I'm using brown, red Co-op ketchup. You can use brown, you can use fruity, but there you have it. Bit of cheese, half a Kiev, 2 bits of bacon on each slice, and I tell you, this is the kind of thing they should be serving up in burger vans. Let me tell you, I'd buy them if they did these. There, I'm going to cut this one in half so you can see what's going on the inside. There we are. It's it actually looks fairly, I mean, not not as appetizing as some of the sandwiches I've done, but it'll do. Now, here we go. Oh, what I did while I was cooking in the air fryer, the bacon and the chicken, I cut all the fat off the bacon. I don't like the. Sometimes it'll go crispy, but I took this off. This is a very soft bun roll. Because of the way the chicken and bacon is laid on the bread, getting mostly bread in the first couple of bites. Ah, there you go. The chicken Kiev is really good. It has that crispy breadcrumb coating, and crunchy and crispy. Very nice. The actual chicken Kiev itself, the meat inside is very very juicy. I'm using ketchup. You can put mayonnaise in this also, I think, mayonnaise and chicken. You could put some, if I was able to get to the shop, I could have got some lettuce. That would have been good for a bit of crunch. Although it has a lot of crunch already with the breadcrumb. This is very nice. There you go. Just an idea of what you could do. I mean, some people write to me and say, oh, they never would have guessed about putting those 2 ingredients together. This might be one. You know, everybody's had a burger with bacon, but chicken and bacon with cheese, or even a chicken Kiev and bacon with cheese. That's something you may not have thought about, but something that I would recommend. Anyway, just under 10 minutes, and what I'll do, along with those shout outs, I'll put a link which should be in the top as you're looking at it, top left corner. I hope because it's in a mirror anyway. I'll put the link in the thing. Click on that, and you can go onto that 4 meat casserole that I did. It was really good. It had four different types of meat, vegetables in there, and that's what the people who did the shout outs for gave it a name. Thanks very much for watching.